And a huge development in a controversial project that has dogged the village of Pittsford for years. 75 Monroe is moving forward. The village's Historic Preservation Board supplied a big approval last week. Dan Gross has been following this story for us today and has more in studio. Dan.
Hi, Adam. The name of this new development is Westport Crossing, and at even one point it was designated a contaminated brownfield remediation zone. But now this project will be a mixed-use residential site. And while there are a few steps to go, the village says it's good to be moving forward. 75 Monroe is currently a vacant lot on the Erie Canal, but at some point it will be fully developed, following the vote from the Historic Preservation Board last week. These are the renderings provided by developer Mark IV. Westport Crossing will have residences, a restaurant, docking, and pathways with access to the canal. This saga has lasted over a decade. Pittsford Village Mayor Elisa Plummer.
I can tell you that where the project did start out many years ago and where it's ended up in terms of just even mass and scale for our village has been reduced by almost 35%.
In addition to that reduction, Mark IV and Plummer say that more native trees will be planted and the updated facade will better match the town of Pittsford. Former Village Mayor Bob Corby spoke with us on the phone today.
But I think it does a much better job reflecting the historic quasi-agricultural industrial heritage of the canal in Pittsford.
Grassroots opposition as well as lawsuits have held this project up.
We are out of debt. We're moving forward. We're rebuilding a healthy fund balance, and now we'll be able to invest in our community.
Plummer says that there are still some small criteria to be met, and Mark IV still needs a building permit, but she says it's good to be moving this along.
I hope that even if the villagers maybe don't always agree with what has been resolved for this project, that they understand that so much work went in to bring it to the best possible result that we could get.
Both Plummer and Corby acknowledged today all of the hard work of those volunteer boards we mentioned. Mark IV also said in a statement today, we are confident that the village residents will consider this an asset and a new landmark. However, they have not laid out any time frame for the project. Reporting in the studio, Dan Gross, News 8.
All right, Dan, thank you. We have reached out, by the way, to the Friends of Pittsford Village, a group that has opposed the project along the way. We have yet to hear back from that group. We'll add that to the web story when we do.